Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do a tarot collective for today. Today is Saturday. It is May 23rd, 2026. You may follow me in the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. You don't need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use Deck of the Undead by Hattie Thorne. You can find this at hattiethorne.com. You can also find it in her Etsy shop. Bottom of the deck is the High Priest. I don't know why that matters. I don't usually say that. Every once in a while I feel called to look, but not usually. We got 4 on the table. That was like a silent drop. That was like... Two more shuffles. Someone keeps moving forward even though they feel like they keep getting hit with like barricades, I guess you would say. Like things are closed off for them, but they keep moving forward, hoping that something opens up, something goes right, I guess. It's not even really about going... It's not even about stuff going right, because I don't feel like there's like everything's going wrong in this person's life, but like nothing takes root. Like nothing... Let me put it like this. Like, let me give you an example. Like if somebody... Okay, this is an easy example, right? Because it's part of my life. So, like, let's say somebody writes a book, they publish it, they sell like maybe 1,000 copies, even 10,000 copies. Probably not considered that great. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not. You always hear like, oh, 1,000,000 copies sold. Like it's considered a flop, okay? And this person is like, okay, so now what do I do? Like, do I keep writing? Do I keep writing, hoping that one day I have like the bestseller? Or do I give it up and do I go back to doing such and such? And it's kind of like realizing like, okay, the first book was a flop, but I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to keep writing. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep putting this out. Last shuffle. We got 5 on the table. 6 on the table. 7 with bottom of the deck. 1 major, no reverse. Bottom of the deck is the Magician. Top of the deck is the Star. The Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor. All right. We got 7 with bottom of the deck. We've got Queen of Cups. 6 of Wands. 8 of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. 10 of Swords. 8 of Swords. And bottom of the deck, Justice. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. To me, this is just like a warning. To me, like this reading is like a warning. Because with this Queen of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, it's like somebody like, okay, am I going to keep going on this path? Am I going to keep going in this direction? And the Six of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, it's like, okay, like I'm still here. I'm still doing my thing. Like Eight of Pentacles, it's like, okay, like I'm going to keep working towards this and see what happens. Hattie Thorne wrote on there, you'll get it right this time or else. Knight of Wands, she wrote, if it moves, ride it. If it burns, better. It's kind of like giving me like, yeah, kind of like you have to ride through the fire to make it to the other side kind of thing. You know, like you kind of have to walk through the fire, right? Like, what is that old phrase? To walk through the fire to get to the other side? I don't know. Maybe I used a poor example because this is almost like with the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Justice. It's like somebody experiencing, I guess, like the pitfalls, like just somebody feeling like they're just constantly experiencing like the shitty parts of life, if that makes sense. To me, the justice is the experience, the reward afterwards, the karma afterwards, right? Like if let's say you publish a book and it fails, so you write a second book and it still fails, but you're going to keep going, so you're writing a third book. Let's say you have a job and you get let go, so you get a new job and the building burns down. You know, it's kind of like experiencing all those pitfalls of life, but at the end you realize like that was all just the way it was supposed to go down, that it was all supposed to happen that way for a reason. That's the karma, that's the justice. Like you're here to learn, you're here to experience things, and that was all an experience. Because even on this Queen of Cups, Hattie Thorne wrote on there, she feels it all and keeps pouring. You can't not keep going just because you get punched a few times. And you know what I mean. I don't mean like literally. You know, when life hands you lemons, you do what? You make lemonade, right? Like you can't let that get to you. You need to keep going. And it's kind of, I've said this before of my own life. Like I've experienced some pretty horrific things. I've experienced some pretty shitty things in my life over and over and over again, to the point where I'm like, are you still trying to teach me this same lesson? Because I'm kind of done with it. Here's the thing. When I look back on my life, I still look back on my life as amazing and beautiful and worthwhile. Everything for a reason, everything for a season. And I know people don't like to hear that because, oh, you're saying it's okay to be abusive? You're saying it's okay for a rapist to rape you? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that things happen. You can't control everybody else in your story. You can only control you. You can only control how you react to your life, right? Somebody comes in and rapes you or tries to unalive you or tries to steal your home or whatever. You can't control that other person. You can't control what that is. You can only control you. You can only control your actions, your thoughts. You can only take care of yourself. You can only heal yourself, right? And at the end of the day, how are you going to look at life? Do you want to look at it like, oh, this is shitty, like shitty things keep happening to me, oh my god, I have the worst life? Like, do you want to put that energy out there? Is that what you want to share with the world? Because it's one thing to share your experiences and what you've learned from them. It's another thing to be like, oh yeah, this happened to me, now look at me, I'm down in the dumps, I can't do this, I can't, you know. Like, where's the positivity? Where's the enlightenment? Where's the growth? Like, you don't know how to use any of that positive energy to heal yourself? I've said this before too. you can use this as an example. I've used it before. If you follow, if you subscribe, last year I was in love with this guy from work, and it didn't work out. He wasn't interested, and I think him and a lot of people that I used to talk to all just thought like I was just gonna stop and lay down and die. Like, oh my God, the end of the world. He doesn't love me. And the thing is, yeah, I'm in pain, and yeah, I'm trying to heal myself from that situation, and yeah, I'm trying to move away from that energy. But do you think that I let that stop me from living my life and doing what I needed to do for myself? I don't have time for that. I don't have time to sit in my room for 10 months and eat cake after cake after cake and gain 100 pounds and cry and cry and cry until one day I just wake up and I'm fine. I don't have time for that. What I do have time for is to transmute all that negative energy that just happened to me and put it into myself positively by writing my book, by taking classes online, by making plans for Italy next year, by making plans to learn new languages coming this summer and fall to a YouTube near Kim's house. But I'm just saying, like, I changed all that. I took that negative energy and I transmuted it into positivity for me. And then I put that back out into the world. Don't people want to do that for themselves? I try not to think about how much I was hurt. I try not to think about all the times I was raped and sexually assaulted, all the horrible instances of abuse that I suffered as a kid that nobody should have to suffer. I talk about it for enlightenment purposes for everyone else. I talk about it so that I can work through it because I feel like it's very therapeutic. But I don't feel the need to stew in that energy and then put that out there because that's no good. I think this is really seriously, really just saying, like, yeah, we know you've been through some stuff. We know it's not great, but at the end of the day, like, you're making it out. Like, you're not going to be stuck here forever. Like, you'll eventually make it to this. Don't look at the skeleton. Don't. And it's funny because on the bottom of this card, Hattie Thorne wrote, "The verdict is in and it's terminal." And when you think about it, you experience all these things in life. The gift is that you get to continue on. You get to continue those, you get to right those wrongs, right? Again, it's transmutation. It's okay. I think I watched too much Unsolved Mysteries because I heard in my head transmutilation, and I'm like, no, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. Um, Turning all that negativity into positivity. The thing is you're always going to go through things. You're always going to experience not so great things throughout your life, from birth to death. Are you going to let that destroy this for you? Because continuing to move on, continuing to work on yourself, continuing to take control of your own life, your own self, that's the justice. Who you show the world and what you put out there, that matters. That's your justice. That's your karma. Forget about everything else. Forget about everybody else. Let them figure out their own shit. Tell me why I'm picturing Arnold Schwarzenegger from, what is it, Running Man? I think it's Running Man, right? Where they put him in the tube and they go through the, it's like how fast can they go or something like that. It's Running Man, isn't it? Is it Running Man? And they always say, what is that phrase? Like it's not about the end, it's about the journey or something like that, right? Like it's not about what happens to you at the end. It's about the whole journey. It's not about how you die at the end of life, right? It was about your whole life's journey. Like don't focus on the beginning, don't focus on the end. Focus on what's in between. I know it's probably a given because it's Memorial Day weekend here in the US, but somebody might be grilling, but they might unintentionally burn some brats because I keep seeing brats. Watch the fire on your grill. Don't walk away from that. All right, I'm going to leave this here. I hope it resonates. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a fabulous Saturday, a wonderful weekend, extended weekend if you're here in the USA. Talk to you later.